Hey guys, this is Nick Leatherland from Pegasus Property. If you're watching this video, this means that you have my advanced commercial to residential analyzer. So if you want to watch this video, the link is at the top of the spreadsheet. And thank you very much for downloading it. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on Facebook. So this is a quick instructional video on how to use the spreadsheet. So you've probably already used my simplified version of this. So this is the advanced version of the spreadsheet. So the purchase price starts here, a bit like the simplified version. If you've seen any of my other spreadsheets, then you'll see that a lot of them are quite similar. So this is for commercial to residential conversions only. So you put the purchase price in there, your finder's fee, so you might be paying a sourcing fee, for example, so you can put it in as a percentage or the total amount. Legal costs, so you're going to have conveyancing, searches, things like that, so those go in there. 6-month bridge and finance, so if you've got some bridge and finance that you're going to be taking out on the property, you can put that in there as well. Stamp duty, you need to calculate it yourself, so with some commercial purchases it might be a bit different to normal stamp duty, so that's something you need to check with your accountant or solicitor. But if you go to Google and type in stamp duty calculator, it'll come up with a stamp duty calculator website, and you can just stick the numbers in there and it'll tell you what the stamp duty will be. HMO license is next if required, so you might not need a HMO license. For example, you might be doing an office block into flats, but if you are doing a commercial building into a HMO, then you most likely need a HMO license. So next, coming down to conversion costs. So you put in the total metre square of the building into here, and then if you get your price per metre square, so every conversion that you do will have a conversion cost. So for example, if you're building a new build house, you might hear people say it's £1,200 a square metre or £1,400 a square metre or whatever. And these are numbers that people use to say, right, this is 4 houses, 250 square metres in total, and they work out the build cost from there, sort of thing. And it's just an approximation. So it's the same with commercial conversion. So you can actually work out a price per square metre for a commercial conversion. So if you can work this out, all you need to do is get the floor space. Most commercial buildings being advertised will have that. If it hasn't got it, then you need to go find it yourself. So you might literally need to go get a tape measure out or a laser measure and measure it up yourself. Point is, if you get that, you can work out that, and it'll give you that bit there, the build cost. It's approximate, but it's good for just quickly sacking a deal. So moving on, you might have some furniture costs, you might have project management costs, you might have a letting agent, inventory sourcing bit in there, etc. So all those costs can go into the conversion area. Moving down, I'll go into expenses now. So it's income and expenses, sorry. So this particular deal that I'm stacking now is, say, a commercial building into 9 flats. So I'll put 9 there, £450 a flat, makes it into the gross rental income per month, minus a void rate, so you put a void rate in, and it'll give you that. I always use a void rate just because it's healthy to do that, to stress test the deal. Coming down, so you've got expenditure now. So, you might have finance on it, like a bridge loan that you're paying per month. So, you can kind of put in the amount you're going to borrow, what the interest rate's going to be per month, and it will calculate an interest per month as well whilst you're doing the project. Or if you're not planning on refinancing it, you just want to keep all your money in, this means that you can work out the mortgage costs before refinancing. That is if you're going to refinance. Most developers will refinance, but that's in another section of the spreadsheet which I'll come on to later. So running costs now, so monthly running costs. If you're doing a HMO, you're going to have all these bills going out. If you're doing flats, probably not as much. But you can break this all down into different insurances that you've got: rent protection, boiler cover, stick it all in there. Cleaner, £12 an hour per week, £48 a month. So that adds up all your bills into there, £462.50. Letting agent fees, 10%, 12%, whatever you're paying, that works that bit out, and it adds it all up and gives you that total there. So it minuses that from your gross rental income with the void rate as well, and then give you your net times 12 per annum with the ROI, and also do your gross yield, your net yield, and your payback time. So that's quite cool. Coming up here now, so starting off at this top bit here, so this is your initial purchase capital required. So if you were doing this deal and you were, say, using a JV partner to put in the purchase price section of the deal, then you might want to borrow, say, 70% or 75% on a bridging finance of the conversion cost. So you basically need somebody that can put this money in, or say 25% of it, because you want to bridge the rest, whatever. Play around with these numbers. If you had a JV partner putting all that money in, then you would be putting in 0 on that section. So, you know, all the professional fees, again, you might get a JV partner to put those bits in as well. So bridging deposit, so if you were bridging that sum there, it's 75%, you'd be putting 25% in, which would be 61k. And then you might have bridging entry and exit fees, or application fees, or whatever. So, you know, normally it's 1% in, 1% out. So I put 2% of the loan, so that bit goes there. So it kind of adds up your initial capital required to do this deal. That's how much money you need. You can get more creative. You could get a JV partner to put all that money in, and all of that money in. So in theory, you put in nothing. You might have to put in some planning costs to get, you know, to get the planning permission or whatever, whatever you agree. So it's up to you to kind of work that one out yourself. Refinance model, I put delete one. So basically, we've got these two red bits here. So we've got kind of a HMO revaluation, which will be based on the rental income. So it's a rental income multiplier valuation. Or if you're doing flats, then basically you just find a you know, a comparable flat in the local area. And if you're doing 10 flats, then you just times it by 10. You're going to sell each flat individually. Each one's got to be individually mortgageable, etc. So depending on what project you're doing, you just work out what it is and you stick it in this top line here. So it says enter above. So make sure you put in that one. So I'll put $500,000 in just to you know, just to make this easier for explaining. If you were doing a HMO, typically a formula that people use is they take the gross rental income per annum, they minus 25% to create a net, and then they times that by 10. Or if you get the gross rental income per annum on the HMO and times it by 7.5, that's actually the same calculation. So that's a bit of a rule of thumb. Some people times it by 7, some people times it by 9. Kind of depends where you are in the UK, but 7.5 seems to be kind of middle ground. So yeah, of course, it's going to work out 75% of the GDV is going to be that much money. So it will tell you how much money you're going to leave in this deal, 32k, and it'll tell you how much money you're going to release. So obviously, if you're refinancing it, you're going to have a mortgage on it now, a long-term mortgage, 25 years, 30 years, whatever you go for. So you need to put the interest in there, and that's going to work out the interest per annum, and then it'll work out down here your new net. So it's going to kind of take this net, and it's going to minus off this new mortgage that you put on it, which is almost half the money. So that's your net per year with a new ROI, gross yield, net yield, payback time. So yeah, cool. That's kind of the end of that video. I hope that's useful for you. I hope it explains the spreadsheet a little bit better. I'm always looking to you know, improve my own spreadsheets. So if you see anything that I can do to improve these, please let me know. You know, if you've been following the emails that I've been sending you, then you'll probably see that you know, I've been sending you videos. I will be sending you videos on commercial to residential conversions that I'm conducting. If you want to come and see these conversions with your own eyes and meet me, potentially talk about working together, I can source you deals and renovate the projects for you around my area. I do those for my clients. You know, let me know, get in touch, and thank you very much. Take care, bye.